Hello and welcome to the Print Dashboard. India's car market has entered the slow lane, and a lot of experts are pinning it on the cyclical nature of the car market. But is that so? Or are there other reasons masking the Indian car market's slowdown? To know that and much more, we are joined once again by the Prince auto expert Kushan Mitra. Welcome, Kushan. Welcome to the Print. Welcome to the Dashboard. Uh, I would like to let our viewers know that before we get into the reasons of why this slowdown has sort of starting to settle in now, it has a flip side also, the bright side also, which is deep discounts. And that's discounts are actually reigning right now, and it would not be cliche to say that because they really are. Kushan, uh, quickly let our viewers, our readers know what's on the discount table.
Oh, the discounts are awesome right now. And these are official discounts. I mean, we get press releases from the companies saying that we are offering these discounts. These are not you going to the dealership and negotiating with the dealer. Like recently, Tata Motors EVs, Tata Passenger EVs, sent us a press release saying that on the Nexon EV, you can get discounts of up to 3 lakhs, officially announced discounts. And this is over and above their festive package that they're offering. With many other manufacturers, you're getting official discounts, you're getting new variants with more features. Today, Maruti launched some new variant of the Wagon R where they're offering many more features than you got at that price point earlier. So it's not just discounts, you're getting features, and you go to dealers. You go to the dealers and you will get amazing discounts. You can negotiate with dealers all over again, which you couldn't do for many, many years because the market was booming. Um, so if the market is weak, it's great for consumers. The consumers are king again. This, however, I must clarify, it's not there on every model.
Right.
Some newer models
So
say
which are your picks? Which, according to you, is a particular model from a manufacturer which is giving really a great deal?
so. I think Mahindra is offering great deals on the XUV 700 with the petrol. Tata Motors is giving great deals on their Harrier and Safari and also their EVs. Even Mahindra on the XUV 400. You can get on Marutis, as I said, you're getting deals on all their smaller cars, possibly with the exception of the Swift. You're getting deals on sedans because the sedan segment has completely, everybody wants SUVs now. The biggest selling car in
Right.
India is now the Tata Punch.
Right.
So nobody's buying small hatchbacks anymore. So everybody wants SUV. So the Punch and the Exter, Hyundai Exter, are the ones selling, but you can therefore get deals on small cars, sedans, as I said.
Right.
So the Verna, the Slavia, the Virtus. Not that they're bad cars. They're awesome cars. I mean, I went up to Ladakh on the Virtus. It's an amazing car, but nobody wants to buy sedans. It is a quality. It's not a quality. It's how the market is moving right now.
Right. I think it's sort of this also brings in reach of the buyers higher variants.
Yes.
For example, this friend of mine, she's planning to buy a Kia Sonet, but there is a huge 3 lakh difference between the higher variant and the one base, the IMT
Yeah.
one. So I think it's also a good opportunity to
Yeah.
bridge that gap.
Definitely, on many cars, like as I said, the new Wagon R version, you're getting an infotainment screen and a reverse camera on a model you did not at a price point you did not get them before. However, some cars like the Sonnet, unfortunately for your friend, is an in-demand car, so they're not such heavy discounts. There are of course offerings right now, and you keep in mind that you don't always get just discounts on a car. You also get finance discounts.
Right.
So you will have to then take finance from the company approved. You can't go to your bank and finance the car, whatever the dealer suggests, but that could be 100, 150 basis points. Like if you're buying a Jimny,
Right.
you can still get it quite discounted, even though the official discount might only be 1 lakh, but on finance you can get a discount of another lakh
Right.
or another lakh and a half. This is even before the much expected rate cut we might have soon, because we might have a rate cut after the US Fed cut their rates. So if
Right.
India also cuts rates, cars will become even more affordable. But look at the finance discounts, look at what other offerings there are,
Right.
the insurance, all of that.
Right. That's in for the discounts part. Coming back to this slowdown that is, uh, some are saying it's starting to set in, or some are also saying it has already set in for the past 3 months. Numbers have been going down. Some of the leading manufacturers, but a lot of people are saying it's cyclical in nature, which is basically every 3-4 years this kind of a phase comes in, and then the industry gets out of it. But do you think it's also the shape and the larger trajectory of the Indian auto market that is responsible to a great extent for this kind of slowdown? Because the lower rung of the market has kind of it has shrunk to a point where historically that's not what the case was with India, especially the small car market.
Yeah. So these are two different. It is cyclical at a level. You can watch the interview I did with Sailesh Chandra of Tata Motors, where he explains this. The end of March 20, for the end of fiscal year 2020, India was at about 2.8 million passenger vehicles, and the end of fiscal year 2024, we were at 4.2 million passenger vehicles sold. That's a rise of 50% in the
Right.
space of 4 years. That's huge growth. Obviously, when the industry has grown that fast, a lot of people bought their cars. Car companies explain this to what you call that YOLO effect, that
Right.
you only live once, so people are buying cars. Things are going to slow down. I mean, it's natural. Let's not read too much into that. Maybe this is going to be a slow year. The next 2 months are critical. I mean, once the festive season starts on October 3rd with the Navratras. But you are right. And the other thing, small car sales are down. If you look at Maruti sales numbers, it's down. What, as I said, the best-selling car in India right now is the Tata Punch.
Right.
The Hyundai Exter is also doing very well. So these are small SUVs. Nobody is buying a small hatchback anymore,
Right.
whether it's a Tata Tiago or the Hyundai i10 Neos. I mean, that's what these two cars are based on. People want big cars. A recent story said that the average selling price of a car today is over 11 lakhs, and it was about 9 lakhs back in 2019. So the average price of a car has also gone up 20%.
So are you suggesting that the conversion rate of India's buyers from two-wheeler owners to four-wheeler owners, that has also sort of stagnated?
That has stagnated to a level, but then again, first time car buyers are also buying more expensive cars because they can afford more. Um, the conversion is there. There is, of course, you have to keep in mind the two-wheeler market has also started to climb after many years of being, it's still not back to 2018 levels, but you're almost there. We're getting back there.
Right.
It had gone down. Um, and there is another reason. I've explained this in some of my columns and other videos. There is a bit of confusion in the market because, of course, there is a diesel confusion with, the Minister Nitin Gadkari coming out very strongly against diesel. He's pushing ethanol and EVs. But globally, EV sales are declining because people are a bit wary of going all in on the electric route. I know they've just announced the Pradhan Mantri e-drive
Right.
scheme where they'll build up a lot of more infrastructure. I still believe electric vehicles are the way forward for commercial. I mean, for buses, for delivery vehicles, that's going to take off. Passenger vehicles, yes, I just drove the MG Windsor. It's a fantastic car, but consumers are still a bit wary.
Right.
And there is confusion about hybrids. Like Uttar Pradesh said, we'll give a less road tax on hybrids. So everybody is now also holding on because they know there are going to be a lot of new launches in 2025. An electric vehicle from Maruti, the EVX, an electric vehicle from Hyundai, the Creta EV. I don't know, they'll call it the Creta EV. I think they should. But that's what they're waiting for.
Right. Kushan, after the cyclical reasoning, there's also been other reasons like heat wave and the general elections 2024 being cited as reasons for sort of keeping the potential car buyers at home and not lining up at showrooms or dealerships. How much merit do you think these reasons, these arguments have?
So the FADA, which is the Federation of Automotive Dealers Associations, that's the Automotive Dealers Association in India, they in their last release where they said there is 70,000 crore worth of car stocks, some 7 lakh cars lying in yards across the country. One of the reasons they gave was the patchy monsoon. So there's been, if you've been following the monsoon, there's been a lot of rain in the west, slightly less rain in the east. The east is not a big market, unfortunately, but and that has kept people out of buying cars. Yes and no. It's also that, keep in mind, this year the festive season is a bit delayed.
Right.
So as the Navratras start on October 3rd, so we'll have to wait for that to really draw conclusions. We can say that the monsoons have been too good or too bad, or the heat wave was immense. But these aren't secrets in India. We know this happens. There is some cyclical reasons, as you said, but I wouldn't read too much into it. Again, things will be slow this year. Let's accept it, and let's see how 2025 will be. But for buyers, a slow market means discounts. I think it's a great time for buyers.
Right, Kushan, good that you brought us back to the discounts bit. I mean, this is something that I would personally want to understand, because the reasoning for the cyclical reasoning that has been given for the slowdown is essentially based on the demand supply gap being bridged for now, as of now.
Yes.
But the reasoning for deep discounts, which is linked to the festive season, is also like, because traditionally it's that time of the year when car makers offer discounts. But in a market like this, which is where already car makers are sort of pushing their margins thin, they're already giving discounts. Going into the festive market, do you think, from a car buyer's point of view, will waiting till the festive season, which is like a month or 6 weeks away, be more beneficial rather than buying now? Because everybody might just be thinking on those same lines. So that might just take the demand a bit high and maybe probably work with the economy there.
As I said, a lot of people did buy cars in the last 4 years. So the discounts are there right now. The discounts are going to continue through the festive season. People are actually booking cars now for delivery in the festive season. Okay. Right? People want the cars on, say, Akshaya Tritiya. It's one of the biggest days for car deliveries up north. So I think people are booking the cars now. The discounts, the official press releases we have read, many of the discounts are going to continue through October 31st. I don't know how car makers will be able to increase prices again. And the other thing is, keep in mind, if you were buying a car back in 2022 or 2023, I got so many calls from friends and family saying, help me with deliveries, because people are waiting 6 to 8 months for some popular models, and even 3 to 4 months of models. I was shocked to see which models were in demand, waiting periods for those cars. So things have completely gone 180, and it was in favor of the car makers. So obviously car makers are charging their premiums and making fat profits. So yeah, it goes both ways. It is cyclical, so it's not bad. If this cycle helps the consumer, let's celebrate. So if you're buying a car, go out there, find a good deal, and buy a car.
Yeah. For now, this is all we have in this edition of the Print Dashboard. Keep watching. Thank you.